Euro USD, we start with daily chart. Okay, as we can see, the price drop, but the price couldn't broke the previous low. Now the question is whether this is the start of the reversal after we get this correction, or still this one can turn to any of this for one more drop. Okay, that's mean how deep this one can go. Mostly if we see there is the continuation as a corrective move, we can look for the down move for one more drop. But it depends how we get. All right, can we put this one in relative to what we have here? Okay, the best things is if the price could break this low, any reversal can give us better confirmation. But right now we want to see how we can trade it. Okay, in this case we move to forward chart. As we can see, based on forward chart, we had two opportunity to look for buy. For me, if I want to look for buy, if I get any correction, we consider look for buy. That means if we get the trade set up for buy, we take it and we start to manage. But mostly, if we get a reversal for sell, in terms of the risk and reward, we can give us better trade setup. But from what we have right now, we don't see any reversal point. Okay, and that means still we can expect this one for continuation. And even if you move to 1 hour chart, all right, but one things we need to highlight here, if we put every time the price broke the top, if we put all these tops, if we refer to this indicator, this is what we see the divergence, but the MACD, this is the only things we can see. Okay, anyway, as I mentioned, based on higher time frame, from now mostly we will be more interested if we get the sell. But from now still we can look for buy any correction similar to any of this or flag, we can look for buy. The only thing says any buy will be short term buy, because in case, as I explained, based on daily chart, this is the start of the reversal. We don't want to lose the chance. That's why any buy setup we get, we take the trade, and if it is moving as a fast, it's good. If not, we don't stay with the trade. But mostly, if we can expect this one to tend to a DP correction. Any reversal with a sharp move flag, this is where we can look for sell. But right now, we don't have any trade setup for sell. Mostly, we can expect for one move up. Okay, that's why we need to wait and see what we get here. If we get a correction similar to any of this or flag, we look for buy, but we consider as a short term. As long as we get into the profit, we start to manage. Even we can see every time the price broke the previous top, we start to correct. But if I see any sharp move with the correction, this is where we're going to look for sell. In terms of the risk and reward, because if you get the sell, in terms of the risk, stop loss will be above the top. In terms of the risk and reward, you can give us a better trade setup, but still we can look for continuation, because we want to say how complex can be and how deep this one can be. This is what we explain based on the daily chart, because the price couldn't break the previous top, and now still we can expect any of this move. I mean, this move turn to any of this correction. Either the deeper correction similar with what we have here, or this is similar, or a small correction similar to any of this. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any confirmation for the next move, then I will share. And right now, if we want to look for trade, we need to wait for the trade setup. As even if we can see the indicators, each of them, they give us a different information. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.